What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday, and we're just gonna start with the golf news real quick. It kind of rocked the world, and Twitter's been on fire this morning. From what we can tell, the PGA didn't even tell their players what was going to happen. They literally found out on Twitter. My favorite tweet of the day so far, personally, has been Brooks Koepka chirping at Brandon Chambly. That was my favorite one because it was just, Chambly has murdered Brooks. So
did these dudes that sign these fat contracts just get their PGA cards back?
They're saying they might have to pay a fine. Like, okay, I'll give you $2 million, right?
I'm not worried about that. I'm saying in general, the dudes that took the money did the best thing.
100%. The dudes that took the money got massively paid, and now it's one.
They're setting the wrong standard. This is like that. Imagine if you did this at a company. Imagine if someone betrayed a company and then they bought that company and they brought back the highest paid people. It's wild.
Yeah, it's a wild day.
Even if they were losing to them, which I don't think they were, they shouldn't have done this.
Yep. It was a crazy day. Well, let's talk about the show and the bets.
Let's get some plays.
Up 2.75 units yesterday.
Dude, the show is printing money. And I think we should have swept. 4 penalties in the first period, and it loses with a minute left. 4 penalties. The average penalties, I looked it up because I was so pissed, is 1.8 per period. Fucking 4. Dude, but still, Trev's carrying us 3-1 plus 3.75 units. Abbott's son, Andrew's a savage.
Yep. And the Astros money line, run line -1.5. They murdered them. Like I said, it was Manoah pitching. He needs to get sent down. He's broke and
murdered him.
Yep, murdered him. I mean, that's 6 of the first.
I turned it off when it was 10-1. I didn't even. I obviously it won. I didn't even check again. I forgot.
Yeah. So that was good. All right. Well, we're gonna lead off today. We got some interesting matchups, and we're gonna start with
a golf play too. We're mixing it up today. We're feeling good. We're getting bold.
Perfect day for it. So we're starting with the Pirates. Mitch Keller's been one of the best pitchers in baseball this year, and he gets the A's. This is mispriced. The A's strike out at almost a 30% clip. His swing strike rate is over 15%, and you're going to give me the opportunity to ladder it. So Mitch Keller of the Pirates, over 6.5 Ks, -126 for 1 unit, over 7.5 Ks, +158 for 1 unit. That'll probably close at like 140. Down to 140, I'm good for a unit. If you get it closer to even money, drop it to a half. But this is one of my favorite plays of the day. The A's are 3/4 of their team should be in AAA. So, and they strike out at almost a 30% clip the last 2 weeks. And then we're moving on. We got the Phillies playing today, and they're playing the Tigers. The Tigers walk at the highest rate in major leagues the last 2 weeks. And it's way higher than anybody else. Their walk rate is pretty impressive. Most of the guys in their starting lineup today have over a 10% walk rate. And on the opposite side, Walker gives up a 10% walk rate. This should be -175 today. So we're taking Walker of the Phillies over 1.5 walks, -125.
That's crazy to me. So first off, you've never given out a walk parlay before, or prop. A starting pitcher only walks on average 1 to 2 people.
No, so it's that this is wrong. So there's very few guys that normally this line is -180 to -220 for almost all the pitchers.
2.5 or 3.5.
Yeah, and then it goes up to 2.5. Okay. They just mispriced this. This is just flat out just missed.
I thought a starting pitcher would strike out 4 to 5 and walk 2 to 3.
Yeah, and most do. That's if you want to go league averages. This is if you look at some of the guys that strike out, like yesterday I talked about Manoah's, the irony of this. So Manoah's walk prop was 1.5, but it was over -200. And if it would have been 2.5, I would have bet it because I thought he'd get shelled. He didn't even make it a full inning. So he actually hit the under on it because he got pulled so fast. but there's certain guys that walk more. And give you an example, the other side.
Yeah.
George Kirby of the Mariners. He is Greg Maddux reincarnate. He doesn't.
I just remember Greg Maddux though, but I feel like he'd even walk a guy in a game.
Now, Greg Maddux has records that are never going to get broken. Greg Maddux is like has like the numbers are outlandish, but George Kirby of the Mariners, he hits his under prop a lot. So there's guys that tend the other way. Walker's just coming back from injuries. You know, he's hasn't pitched full set of games. And again, they just mispriced this. The books aren't perfect, and this is what we're looking for. We're looking for when they miss it, right? When they miss a prop, we want to take advantage of it.
All right, so you gave out 2 plays. I'm jumping into mine. I got Baltimore, Milwaukee, under 1.5 at -109. A little juicy for me for a total, but I really like this over-under. I have this priced at 7.5, so it's just a free run. Give me a free run at only -109. I'll take it. And then we're going golf, boys. This feels mispriced to me. And I don't bet golf often. I probably give out 1 golf play a month, indeed. But Rory, McIlroy, -140 versus Matthew Fitzpatrick. I also have Rory versus someone else for bigger money in DD. But -140 versus Fitzpatrick's not priced right. This is going to close at like 160, 170. I put this in probably 20, 30 minutes ago. I haven't even looked, but I can almost guarantee plays like this, you'll see closing line value on. I can't guarantee winners, but I can get pretty close to guaranteeing CLV. So let's recap the plays, and then I'm in the office today with the coders. We got to end this call, T-Rev, so you go from the top.
All right, so OddsJam play of the day, Mitch Keller of the Pirates, over 6.5 Ks, -126 per unit, over 7.5 strikeouts, plus 158 for 1 unit. And then Mr. Walker of the Phillies, over 1.5 walks, -125.
And I'm going Milwaukee, Baltimore, under 8.5 at -109. I have this priced as off by 1 run. I have it as a 7.5 total. And then I have Rory McIlroy, -140, heads up versus Matthew Fitzpatrick. I have this. This is going to close around 160. So 20 points for me. That's what I put my name next to, my closing line value. And I have an even bigger one in DD that's 2 units. This one's like a half unit, something like that. So I gotta go. I got the coders in the house, so appreciate all the support, Trev. This man is on fucking fire. He is up as much in the last 2 months as I am in like the last 7 months. It's fucking sick, and I'm giving money back right now too. So follow this man. FFC you later is his handle on a bunch of apps. I tag him in a bunch of shit too, though. But homie Prince, the homie does props. He's the yin to the yang. I don't do props as much as him, not nearly as much as him, I should say. But appreciate your time today, homie. Good luck out there, guys.
All right, talk to you soon.
Later.